So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this lad, Pau Cubarsí, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
Okay, interesting. And it's Rashford. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Livramento, Xiao, Tonali, Botman forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde gets across to intercept that. Christensen aim forwards. That's a throw. Proves too strong. Balde. Rashford. De Jong. Pedri. And that is as far as they're going to go. Elanga. Now, where's he looking? Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Livramento, Bruno Guimaraes, Gordon! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rashford. And it's Balde. Pinged towards the front line. And no That is pretty much the end of that. De Jong, Rashford. Yamal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Gordon. Now then, the ball's come loose. Crunching tackle. Pedri. And it's played forward. Xiao. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Gordon. Hall. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento shifted upfield. Kubasi. Rashford gently done. De Jong. Yamal. Very nicely done. De Jong. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bruno Guimaraes chooses to go cross-field. And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Now who's going to be first to this? Tonali. Elanga. Good take, and is he in? Shot, surely! And here's Gordon. And the shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Balde. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Balde. Rashford. Balde. Cross it goes. Hall. Gordon. Gordon chasing after it. Hall. And it's Hall. Now it's Gordon. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Defending of the desperate variety. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Rashford. Rashford going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rashford. Thiaw is there and he can get that clear. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. And the finish! Sticks it away!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, where you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Pedri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ball's gone out of play. Pedri. Koundé. De Jong. Yamal. And it's Balde. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Here it is, crossed in. Thiaw gets it away. Clipped into space. Got a corner here. Cleared away. Bruno Guimaraes. De Jong. And here's Rashford. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Fine stop from the keeper.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Good determined running there, but not back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Balde, he's on a run down the left wing. And it's De Jong. De Jong. And here's a chance! Pedri with the short one. Cross goes in there. And it's hoisted clear. Out to the right. It's a promising position. And he's dealt with that well. Koundé. Oh, what a... Oh, shooting chance! Gets it away. Here's Pedri. De Jong. And here's... Decent chance!
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There he goes cross-field. Balde. Rashford. Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Share. Livramento. Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. Elanga. Livramento. Elanga. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Rashford. Oh, it's come loose. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Lewandowski. Shad does really well there, strong defending. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski played out towards the right wing. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Rashford brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Shad played over towards the opposite flank. Hall. Gordon. Hall. Gordon. And that's aimed into the middle. Pedri. Share. Pedri. Played crossfield, changing the point of attack. Olde. And it's Pedri. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. And that has been clubbed away. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Hall getting this one clear. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. Olde. Rashford has found the net here, of course. Olde. And it's Rashford. Pedri. Koundé. Gordon. Elanga. Livramento charging forward down that flank. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Gordon. Chooses to go back. Pedri wins the duel this time. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Gordon, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Yamal, he's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Can he finish? Thiaw gets it clear. And here's Rashford, and it's Balde. And here's Lewandowski. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Koundé cuts out the pass. Christensen. Olde. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. Oh, that's nice. And here's Lewandowski. Hall. Gordon. And it's Hall. Bruno Guimaraes. Over to the left. Hall. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Balde. Rashford. Balde. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Koundé. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And it's De Jong. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gordon. Elanga. Livramento. Now he's wondering who wants it. Elanga. Oh, that's neat. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Swings it across. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Pedri, De Jong, Rashford. That's the keeper's ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. Koundé. Yamal. Koundé. De Jong. Koundé. Now it's Yamal. Pedri. Offside, yes it is. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Balde. And it's Rashford. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Koundé. Yamal. Played into the middle. And he's there to get it away. Botman. Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes laid out to the left flank. Yamal has created one goal already. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's De Jong. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's got away. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
just a little bit too strong. Chow clears it away. Rashford. De Jong. Rashford. Rashford. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Alanga. And it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Gordon does really well to win the ball there. Livramento. Alanga. Alanga. Now here's the delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. Rashford. Christensen. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. De Jong. He has a look out. Lewandowski. Pedri. Bruno Guimaraes with a definite foul there. Balde. And it's Balde. And here's Rashford. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Out for a throw. Balde. And here's Rashford. Lewandowski. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Goal! Barcelona! Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Barcelona take the lead. Gordon. Hall. Botman. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Gordon. Chow. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Tonali. Livramento. It's a promising run he's making on the right. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. And that's a good ball.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Yamal. De Jong. And it's Rashford. And he cuts out the supply. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Aim forwards. Gordon. Hall. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. And the shot! Oh, that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pedri. De Jong. Christensen, gently done. Rashford. And it's Balde. Lovely bit of skill. De Jong. Pedri. Rashford. Elanga. Pau Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yamal played towards the other side. Rashford. Balde. Rashford. Rashford takes a look up. Incoming delivery. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Tonali gets it away. Botman. Cher. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Elanga. Livramento. Pau Kubasi getting this one clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Rashford. Balde. Christensen. Yamal. Cleared away. And here's Rashford. And it's Balde. Aimed in towards the centre. Deftly away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Araujo. Koundé. Yamal. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Hit into chance! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento looks to the other side. And it's Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Gordon. Crossed in again. Pedri gets rid without sophistication. Hall. Gordon. Hall. And here's Gordon. Played in deep. That's an excellent interception. De Jong. Koundé. And he goes cross-field. Rashford. It's run loose here. Gordon. Yamal wins the duel this time. Pedri. Balde. And it's Rashford.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Rashford. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hall. Played towards the other side. And claimed it back swiftly. Share. Gordon. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bruno Guimaraes. Pedri is the guilty party there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Livramento, Elanga. That's good play. Nice physical challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Share. And it's Hall. Gordon. Hall. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall gets into some space. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. pressure stays on, it is a corner. And he's there to clear it. Gordon, oh, it's played into the area. And it's been taken short. Delivered with swing. Hall. Spread out to the left. Back into the middle. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. It's cut it out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pope claims it, and the danger passes. Tonali, and it's played forward. Elanga. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. Share. Hall. Gordon. Aimed in towards the centre. Kubasi getting this one clear. Pedri. Kubasi. Yamal. Koundé. Yamal. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Jong. And it's Koundé. Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal's cross. That is clearly overhit. Thiaw. Bruno Guimaraes. Rashford. De Jong forwards and with intent. Gordon. Tonali. Hall. Gordon. Tonali. Hall. Gordon. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That looks a good cross. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Koundé, over towards the opposite flank. Balde. Rashford. Pedri. Koundé. Pedri. Rashford. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Botman. Tonali. Elanga. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. He can get that clear. And it's Livramento. Gordon! It's anyone's ball now. Livramento finds himself offside. Oh, good ball! Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Livramento. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Livramento. Tonali. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. That is very well defended. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Decent hit from there. Kubasi shifted upfield. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal. Koundé. De Jong. De Jong played out to the left flank. Great defending, strong and determined.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's played forward. Over to the left.
I think the message here is quite clear, Tito. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he goes cross-field. Great work on the overlap.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Koundé. Yamal. Koundé. De Jong. It's an actually looking ball, that. What a throw in. Botman. And it's Livramento. Played into space out wide. Punched away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rashford tries looking up for options on the left.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Elanga. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Rashford. Rashford has a shot!
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Paul. Gordon. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Paul.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Rashford. De Jong. It is looking like the end. If anything, no question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Balde. Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
De Jong. Pedri. Balde. Rashford. Balde. De Jong. That's a nicely weighted pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Yamal. Yamal tries a deft little ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Botman. Elanga. Livramento. Xiao. Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rashford.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Livramento. Elanga. Into the last 5 minutes. Gordon. De Decent progress down the left. And it's Hall. Gordon. Here's the chance to cross. Gordon's cross. That's a brilliant interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Valde. Nice interception, well timed.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Bruno Guimaraes. Yamal wins the duel this time. Gordon. Hall. Gordon. Oh, nice touch. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Played in with purpose.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gonna beg him.
Rashford. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Share. Gordon. 2 minutes to be added on. Strong running down that left flank. Hall, and that's aimed into the middle. That was very necessary. Yamal. De Jong. Rashford. Valde. De Jong. Pedri. He's in a great position here. Lewandowski has a goal! Botman. Tonali. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. It's Lewandowski. Valde. Rashford. Rashford. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?